Hi, I'm Abigail Herrera with the Queens Home Team at Keller Williams Realty. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. We often get questions. We like to put content that's relative to the Queens real estate market. Today's question is, should I sell my home to an investor or put it on the open market? So let's first start with why an owner may need to sell to an investor. A few things could be, perhaps they need a quick closing. A 30-day closing is absolutely needed. Ultimately also a quick sale. Perhaps there's non-functioning components such as electric, plumbing, heating, and perhaps this leads to a non-mortgageable home sale. Perhaps you have a property where you have non-paying tenants. Perhaps you have a situation where you cannot guarantee delivery of vacancy of any of the property itself, whether a single family or multi-family home. Another situation is there's absolutely no access to the property, which also means a bank appraiser cannot access the property. Now, investors are in the business to make a profit, which means the price of the home would need to be discounted enough for it to make sense for an investor to purchase. Now, in our team's experience, most homeowners that we've met throughout the years didn't actually need to sell to an investor and were actually able to get a better price with what we call an end user, a buyer that's actually going to purchase the property to live in the home as their primary residence. Now, thinking because the house needed too much work, but it was just that the house just needed work and the major components were working, they actually didn't have to sell it into an investor, which means that the profit margin would actually be much higher for the owner versus selling it to an investor. Now, most of our clients who ended up working with our team, after we've given them the valuation and suggestions for preparation for the sale, they did in fact place it on the open market. And even if they were targeting an investor, let's say some of the items I mentioned earlier, even if they were targeting an investor, we were able to put it on the open market. So that way you also have an opportunity for a larger pool of investors who would be interested in the property, which also creates a higher sale price for that owner. So in order to determine all these factors, you'll want to connect with your local realtors. Of course, we work in Queens, so if you have a property in Queens, we're happy to assist you. You really want to start with a valuation for your property, understand the net walkaway, understand what is the condition of the home and things that perhaps can be fixed or couldn't, and then you can make that determination if it makes sense to sell to an investor or if you have a better opportunity to sell to an end user. Feel free to reach out to us for any questions. We're happy to provide you guidance, information, valuation, secondary opinions, things of this nature. We also service the other boroughs. If you don't know, we've actually built our team with the Queens Home Team back in 2013, but we also service Brooklyn, Manhattan, and Nassau County. So if you have any questions or if you have someone that also is curious about some of these details regarding selling to an investor, because they get flyers often in their mail, it's not an uncommon thing. So feel free to reach out to our team. We'll put some information in the link below where you can contact us and we'll be happy to assist you. Thank you once again for following our channel, staying connected. If you haven't yet subscribed, please go ahead and click the like button, and that way you can be notified of any new local content. Thank you very much for your time. This is Abigail Herrera once again with the Queens Home Team at Keller Williams Realty. Take care and continue your safety.